Let me tell you a quick story. I request your patience for this one. Trust me, you will see a point in all of this. When I started my career as a marketing professional, I realized very quickly that writing was a necessary skill for me to develop. I had good writing skills, but they needed to work to write copies that could sell. At that time, I was working in a B2C business. Then I got hired by a global B2B services company to take care of marketing for one of their BUs. Soon I learned that writing sales copies was not something they needed. They needed someone who could ghostwrite articles, get industry reports published, and then use them for brand awareness and lead generation through email marketing. Then came social media, which was another ballgame. In all of this, I spent countless hours sitting next to highly creative designers who made me realize the power of design and visual communication. Subconsciously, I learned how the integration of all these things added to become something bigger than the individual marketing assets that they were. They became part of a brand. They became a perception that our clients and prospects formed in their minds. Automation of some of these things growingly became important after that. And contrary to what each one of us thought as marketers, it increased the speed of what we did, creating an empty space for more work to flow in. That taught me the nature of work itself. But that's a conversation for another day. Any marketer with any amount of experience has to learn that upskilling and reskilling, learning and unlearning are something they just need to do. It has never been a choice. It has been the only way our work could mean something and hopefully leave an impact. And today, prompt engineering is another skill that stands in front of us marketers, waiting to be embraced. Unless you are retired or have been living in a cave, you must know what prompt engineering is. For the ones who don't know, prompt engineering is a part of generative AI that creates prompts or instructions that guide generative AI models to work to get the desired results. To put it simply, it's the art and science of creating commands and prompts that guide the AI models to generate whatever you want. For example, a marketer working with a B2B technology product company can create a prompt to generate engaging blogs that will be published on the business website and promoted through social media and email marketing channels. A prompt can be created to guide generative AI to write 1,000-word blog on, say, top 10 challenges in onboarding a knowledge management system. The prompt could include information on the target audience, targeted keywords for effective SEO, and tone of the language. The prompt could choose to include or exclude factors that may be relevant for developing that blog. Let's stay with this example a little bit longer. Even before creating the prompt to generate the blog, another prompt could be created to ask generative AI to provide information on, say, the key challenges the target audience might be facing, suggest topics for the blog, and which SEO keywords would be most valuable to target through the blog content. All of these could be three separate prompts or carefully crafted into a single prompt. Based on the response generated, the marketer could continue to ask follow up questions and keep modifying the prompt until the output is acceptable. The entire process of prompt engineering is fundamentally about translating the user intent into commands that generative AI can execute and generate engaging content at scale. The generative AI technology has made every business function highly permeable and is reaching every nook and corner of the function. New use cases around productivity, automation, and insights generation are cropping up every day. And mind you, they are not some research papers published on the internet about possible applications of generative AI. Rather, they are quickly transforming into case studies with measurable and demonstrable outcomes with clear contribution to the top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, or all of them. From a marketing perspective, I think the applications of generative AI and prompt engineering can broadly be classified into four buckets: customer experience, growth, content generation, and productivity. Content generation and productivity could be part of a single bucket too. But let's stick with these four for now. Starting with customer experience or CX, there is so much that AI can help marketers achieve. In the 2024 world, customer journeys have become more fragmented, complex, and difficult to track. Today, text search on Google or clicking a link in an email is not necessarily the starting point for the user in the digital marketing landscape. In later part of 2022, it was reported that Gen Z are preferring to use TikTok or Instagram as a search engine instead of Google. This was substantiated by a Google VP in a public remark at an event that about 40% of young people use TikTok or Instagram to search for a place to have lunch instead of Google search or Google Maps. Before you pass off this as a behavioral pattern exhibited by the younger generation, think about your own online journey today. Does your online journey of information discovery start only with Google search? If you need latest news, would you go to Google or your favorite news app or X? If you're looking to purchase a pair of socks, are you most likely to search on Amazon or a local e-commerce app or Google? If the fragmented and complexity of customer journeys was not enough, data protection laws like GDPR and CCPA and higher walls of ecosystems like that of Apple limit the amount of user tracking. This has made capturing data of user journeys even harder, and the available data does not help paint a complete picture of user profile and preferences. This is where prompt engineering could help leverage the power of generative AI's language processing and machine learning capabilities to identify patterns in customer and market data to segment and target relevant audiences. This will help analyze and identify high quality leads, which could then be used to craft highly personalized campaigns. A B testing could be made easier with follow up prompts that generate alternative layouts, ad copies, and SEO strategies. An important point to note here is that the marketers would need a carefully curated and clean data set for AI algorithms to analyze. Moving down from top of the funnel, Gen AI can be used for making the sales process more effective. A well crafted prompt can help generate insights into customer behavior and preferences, which can be used for personalized content and messaging. Using the contextual understanding capabilities, Gen AI can be used to come up with follow up emails and also be used to deploy conversational chatbots. This will drive up the customer engagement and chances of conversion. The benefits of Gen AI go beyond conversion right up to the customer onboarding stage. It can help generate content right from sending personalized welcome emails to training content that can make the customer experience seamless and smooth. Having a conversational chatbot functionality can help shorten the learning curve of your customer and work better with your business. These are good examples of how prompt engineering can lead to exponential growth, high quality content generation, and improve productivity of the marketing teams. Now, you might argue that all this is very nice and good, but you are a marketer with little or no prior technical background. You could also be someone who is not very tech savvy. And trust me, you don't have to be. Prompt engineering has a technical programming side to it. Yes. But from a marketer's perspective, the current Gen AI models like Google Gemini or ChatGPT do not require any programming experience. You definitely need strong verbal and written communication skills, as Gen AI models today require you to interact with them in text format. Some of them are talking about supporting images and videos as an input or prompt as well. I recently read online that ChatGPT 5 is rumored to have advanced multimodal capabilities. Of course, you need to have basic understanding of Gen AI as well. Knowing technical jargons like language learning models, neural networks, and machine learning will make it easier working with AI. Knowledge of these terms will also help you decide which Gen AI model will be able to generate the best possible output for you. And finally, having data analysis experience will also be useful, which, as a marketer in 2024, is something all of us are used to doing anyway, thanks to all the digital marketing platforms and tools. Having an analytical understanding will help identify any possible bias in the output generated and address it with modified prompts. Most of the marketers today either have these skills or have access to online learning courses, many of which are free to learn them. Let's look into content generation a bit deeper for a moment. Prompt engineering has already proven to be an effective skill in developing engaging content that can help prospects move through all stages of the funnel, nurturing relationships with them, and providing them with a consistent customer experience. There is a new Gen AI based tool being introduced in the market at such a rapid pace that it is hard to keep up. As far as I know, there are at least 20 tools for video generation like Weed, Runway, and CapCut, more than 30 tools for generating text based content like ChatGPT, Writer, and Grammarly, at least 20 tools for creative design like Canva, Midjourney, and Adobe Express, 10 plus chatbot tools like Google Gemini, Bing AI, and Jasper, and more than 20 marketing tools like Brevo, ConvertKit, and Adobe Sensei. Like I said, these are just few of the names and indicative numbers in a growing list of Gen AI tools that are available for marketers today. Frankly speaking, if as a marketer you are not using prompt engineering, you need to start learning it now. If you have learned it but are struggling with it, just keep trying. I understand if you find it hard. Just as I had to keep learning a new skill throughout my career, I gave it a go multiple times and failed at it. I don't have any shame in admitting that I am particularly not great at it myself. Maybe I'm old school to an extent. The only thing that keeps me going is the realization that I had when I started playing with ChatGPT. The marketers who will learn prompt engineering and embrace Gen AI will thrive because this technology will continue to get better and more relevant for marketing organizations. Look, learning something new is always hard because unlearning an old skill is part of the parcel. But the beauty of learning prompt engineering is that it can benefit marketing of your business and help you reach your customers in ways that you really wanted to. So, avoid falling for those doomsday stories Hollywood movies have been telling all this long. Gen AI has already raised its prompt engineering hand. It's up to you to give it a high five. Let me know if you have high five prompt engineering yet. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. Talk to you in the next one.